On the topic of ADD, you can't see it in this room, but it's kind of funny. Up in one of the top corners of the office, there's a little squirrel. And so my staff know that I joke about ADD, so they put up a bunch of squirrel stickers in different meeting rooms so that when I do get distracted, I can just point and go, squirrel. It's kind of fun.
Oh my gosh, that's utterly fantastic. It's funny too. I think my kids have it also. We were walking down the street the other day and my daughter was talking and then she goes, squirrel, because there was actually a squirrel. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so, so true. But how do you mitigate that? Because it is, we also are in the age of essentialism and the book, The One Thing, and we're supposed to be focusing as much as we can. How can you mitigate focus and ADD at the same time?
I don't know if you mitigate it. I think it's recognizing what to pay attention to. Now, our brain has I think they call it the reticular activating system. When you're walking through an airport and you're busy and you're stressed, you still happen to hear your name over all the other voices being called over the loudspeaker if they need you. Your mind pays attention to what's most important. So one of the tools I've used that I'm sure we'll talk about is visioning, having a painted picture of your future so that when things pop up in your life that are important that you need to pay attention to, your reticular activating system, I love saying that, it makes me sound smart. Your reticular activating system gets you to tune in to those important elements. So I think as entrepreneurs, while we are ADD, we are also have a unique ability to be hyper focused and almost in a maniacal way that when we lock onto something, we're like, yeah, I see it, I'm going to make it happen. And it's a pretty incredible
Okay,
gift.
so I love this, especially because the people that are listening, I'm super into neuroscience and all that stuff too. And I don't know why it works totally. I'm still researching. I don't think we have the information science wise yet on how this works. But it's funny you talk about daily intentions, and I have my intention tracker, my daily intention tracker, right? How detailed do you need to get? So you're talking about quite a bit big vision stuff. How
Yeah.
detailed do you actually make this with those intentions?
So when I do it, I really try and picture in my mind. So that day that I created the 1-800 Got Junk painted picture, September 17th, 1997, sitting on the dock, I literally dreamt up possibility in full color. So the more you can see the picture, the more your mind, I believe, locks onto it and says, okay, Brian has decided this is important. I, as Brian's brain, am going to help make decisions as a way to help make this picture a reality. So to me, it's the more senses you can get in there. You know, if you have a vision to go to Paris and live in Paris for a year, you know, what do the baguettes smell like and the croissants and the coffee? You know, what does the wine taste like? What does it look, feel, and act like in your mind? The more you can see that picture, the more your mind says, okay, this is important and I can see this becoming true. I think every leader, I mean, you know, you can pick a business leader, a religious leader, a political leader. I bet you everyone who has been successful, as the outside world would see it, has had a vision and has had a vision that if they haven't had a clear picture in their mind and put it on in writing, they certainly had something they've put down onto paper to lock onto as a way to ensure that that picture becomes a reality.